Welcome back to my channel and to my video series on Instagram stories for authors. This is part 3 of leads, which is finally how to sell your book on Instagram stories. If you have not watched parts 1 and 2 of this video series, then I implore you to just stop watching this video right now and go back to watch those, because you cannot sell your book without your followers knowing who you are, knowing more about you. You cannot have your chickens before they hatch or something like that. But just to recap, in part 1, I went over visibility, which is how to gain followers and eyes on your profile. And then in part 2, I went over how to keep those followers by means of engagement, by starting conversations and games, etc., things of the like. And up to this point, I have put the stop sign on selling your book. However, now in part 3, I am literally going to talk about selling your book. That's right. Now I actually want you to make sales and sell your book, and I'm going to get into just how to do that. But first and foremost, and this is important, I ask you, do you have a reader magnet? What is a reader magnet, you ask? Okay, a reader magnet is a short story or novelette that you are going to create and give it away for free. I know, for free to your readers or potential buyers and followers, etc., etc. The reason why is because you want to create something captivating to encourage them to want to continue reading the rest of your series. Now, some of you may be writing standalones and you're not writing a series. That's totally fine. The point of the reader magnet is still to capture your voice, a little bit of the way you build worlds if you are writing standalones and fantasy, and you want it to be long enough to really give your readers the full experience, and not too long so that you're not giving away an entire free book, which there is more to that in future videos of making a full book for free on Amazon if you have a very long series. And I won't get too much into reader magnets in this video because reader magnets is a whole topic of its own for another future video as well. And now I'm talking way too much about reader magnets. Okay, now back to Instagram stories. So you've attracted eyes to your profile. Said eyes have followed your profile, you've kept them engaged with your post and your stories, but why are they there? Why are they still there? Well, hopefully what you've been posting is related to your genre, and that's why they are still following you, because you want these people to be interested in what you are writing so that they become customers and not just like pictures of your cat. But now you have a launch. So what do you do now? You create an Instagram story about your reader magnet. But Killian, when do I get to actually sell my book to make money? Okay, stop. I know, I get it. You want to sell your books. You want to make money. I get that, but hear me out. Your reader magnet does 2 things. First, is it will get people, your followers, to join your mailing list. I know you already have it in your bio, but if you have just updated your bio or you have just launched a book or launched your reader magnet, then the followers you have already had won't know to look there. So by creating a story, you are now alerting everyone who's new and everyone who has been there for a while to go and check out your bio. The second thing it does is it will hook them into wanting to buy your next book, which you will have a link for at the beginning or the end or both of your reader magnets. Okay. It will, and also because you're collecting these emails into your mailing list, you will also have a collection that you will be getting from your reader magnet and your bio, and then you'll be able to email your list and sell your books through there. Anyways, more about reader magnets in a future video, I promise, so make sure you subscribe for that. Let's make that story. And congrats, I'm gonna say this ahead of time because you will be the second to see my cover reveal for my novelette reader magnet, because the first people was my email list, and I have not yet posted this to social media. So I am actually not going to post this story. I am just going to make it for this video and people will see it later. Okay, so we are on the Instagram story interface. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. I have, and here it is, my cover for my novelette. And what I am going to do is I'm going to just move this up. Oops. Oops. I can't. There we go. You just have to play with it a little bit. And so it says free in my bio. Yes. But we also want people to be able to respond to the DMs. And like I mentioned in my previous video, they still can. But I always like to have a question so that it is just super simple for them to just respond and it goes directly to you. So here I'm going to write, have you gotten your copy? Have you got your copy yet? Have you got, I cannot speak today. Here we are. And then just move it to the side. And then something you can do to really like attract attention is to add music. And because the main cover has a Reaper, let's go with, whoops. Let's go with Don't Fear the Reaper by Blue Oyster Cult. And then what we can do here is we can even have the words like that. Put it over on the black. Minimize this. Maybe that's too small, but you get the idea. You can put it wherever you want. Now, typically, I would have an entire, I would make one especially for stories, but because I made this specifically for posts, I thought that I would just use it just for tutorial purposes, and I am not going to share this, so you get the idea. So yeah, I mean, that one was pretty like jam-packed because it's meant for a post, and I should have probably made one for a story before making this video, but this was just for tutorial purposes so that you can see how you can engage with your followers into getting them to be like, oh look, this is the author that I've been talking to over the past few weeks or months or whatever, and now they have their book out, and you just give them a question, let them respond straight into that story, and they can either get it from the DMs or from your bio, and that's it. But of course, that's just one story that you can do, and in my opinion, probably the strongest to get people interested in more of your work, because you are offering a reader magnet for free, and because you are gaining new followers and just starting conversations, they are interested and more inclined to just download your free book. So you're not selling them a book, but it's a gateway for them to buy the next books in your series. And this is especially great if you actually are writing a series. If you're writing standalones, then hopefully they buy your next standalone, and you write more standalones, etc., etc. So you get the idea. This is not to say, though, that you won't be making more sales stories for each actual book that costs money for the rest of your writing career, for each launch. No. This is one that's great that you'll probably do for the first one in every series, and also the first one that you ever do, but you can also run giveaways, give them a little bit of, you know, sneak peeks and things like that. For more prompts, be sure to check out Content Cash for Authors. I have created 12 months of content for visibility, gaining eyes to your profile, conversation starters, making leads, selling your book on Instagram, What else do I have in there? A year's worth of newsletter content and over 700 hashtags. That's right. Link is in the description bar down below, and do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I'm Killian Wolf with Grimhouse Publishing, and until next time, to productivity, accomplishment, and revenue.